what you learned in school. Never mind what your parents told you, and disregard what your friends say. From now on, the only people you need to listen to are these guys. For the next several minutes, they'll take you on a journey through the political jungle. And when your journey is over and you're safe at home, they promise you'll be stronger, smarter, and just plain better. So buckle up, hang on to your ears, because your journey starts now.
All right, a little bit of Madison Rising for this fine Thursday evening. Do you know why, Brian?
It is. It's June 14th. It's Flag Days. Why? Why are you playing Madison Rising, the most patriotic band in this country?
Because next Wednesday, this is our last show before next Wednesday.
Our last show? Oh, okay.
Or ever. Okay. Either way, still last show before next Wednesday.
Yeah, before
June
what?
20th.
Yeah.
At the Michigan State Capitol in Lansing, Michigan, the Second Amendment March.
What time?
10 a.m. Go until 2 p.m. And at noon, or sometime between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m.
Somewhere in there.
Madison Rising will be performing on the steps of the Capitol building in Lansing, Michigan.
And what else can they hope to gain after buying a raffle ticket at the rally?
Oh, there's going to be a raffle. Yeah, don't forget about that.
An AR-15, 223.
Yep. Mm-hmm. AR-15, 223. There may be some second and maybe even third place prizes for that raffle.
That's a good idea.
It's going to be a great deal for
somebody.
For a gun. For one person, it'll be a great deal. For everyone else, it'll be a lot of fun.
Well, if you have 3 prizes, there'll be at least 3 happy people. I think you should sell some tickets to the band members. What the heck?
Yeah.
I don't know how they'll transport them back home, but that's their problem.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways, it's it's the 20th of June. You know what is the 19th of June right before that day?
Tuesday.
It's Juneteenth.
Oh, it is. You're right.
Black Emancipation Day.
The day, the declaration of the abolishment of
slavery. Well, as it was recognized in Texas.
It's years
later.
Juneteenth is a state holiday in 45 states.
Yes, it is.
I didn't know that. I don't think it is in Michigan.
They've been trying to get it to be a national holiday, and you would think that Barack Obama would be the one to have done that.
Would you think that?
I think it because I'm a racist.
Yeah, apparently.
But I don't know how they declare national holidays. Does it have to go through Congress and be approved and all that? I suspect it does. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But he has a pen and he had a phone.
He did, and he could write with that pen Juneteenth's national holiday, and then call someone on the phone to say, "Hey, I wrote this."
Pin it on the wall of his office.
Pin it on the wall of his office.
They're done. But he didn't, apparently.
No.
All right. Well, later we'll have our trivia question, easy question, and we have this day in history. And what else are we going to talk about? What else went on this week? Anything historic?
No.
Not much.
Nothing.
Can't think of anything.
Nothing historic this week happened. Did Obama do anything worthwhile this week? I don't know if he did.
No. That's a redundant question.
I don't know if it's redundant.
I don't know either, but
rhetorical.
It's rhetorical,
for sure. I do know Bill Clinton said that he could
get off my grass.
He could have, if he wanted to, he could have had a meeting with the leader of North Korea when he was president.
Really?
So he
Way
said
back
he
then?
could have done that.
Sure. But he didn't.
No, he didn't, which is weird.
Yeah. That would have been his some young guy's dad, some old guy.
Yeah, he was ill, though.
Yeah. It's funny, kind of.
His name was Kim Jong-il.
3 people got that joke. You, me, and Steve. Steve was...
Steve.
Not so much.
Yeah.
Kind of smoky in the old control room. Let's see. Oh, yeah, so Clinton said, I could have. Well, that's like that commercial I saw with Ted Danson, and he's doing the Smirnoff commercial. And he says, I could have been voted the best-looking man in the United States. I wasn't. But I could have been.
Could have been.
Yeah.
So, anyway.
Go ahead, Bill.
It was, what was it?
They're on.
I don't think they're working.
Aw.
No.
I can hear you through the headset.
I know you can.
The little green lights are bouncing all around.
I know.
They go up to red when I talk loud.
Holy cow. Yeah, not those lights aren't doing it.
Oh, okay.
Let's see.
It's the light on the soundboard.
Yeah.
That's the important one.
Hello?
Is there anybody out there? Now I lost you. I can't hear you.
All right. I think I fixed it. Did I fix it?
I can't hear you. This is wonderful.
Barbara Woodruff Hare, if you could tell me if we fixed it.
I can hear you now. Not very loud, though.
She's the only one commenting that she can't hear it, so I don't...
Oh.
I blame her. Outer space mode. All right.
Oh.
You have to talk real quiet for a couple seconds here while I fix it.
Like we're on NPR.
Yeah.
We'll talk like...
Maybe that's
like
why
this.
they talk like that on NPR. All the time.
Because they have a bad soundboard.
Terrible, terrible sound engineer. Hold on, I'm working on it.
Talking about you.
Okay. All right. Is that any better? Is that good? Is that not good?
Our listeners, let us know.
Not fixed. It says not fixed. Outer space mode.
We've had issues with this, and I'm not liking it.
Yeah,
It's,
I don't
it's
like it
through
either.
Spreaker, and it's no good.
Yeah, it's weird. It has been dropping off the last couple weeks. So I don't.
You want me to talk? Because there's nothing.
Okay, stop talking. I think it's. It looks like it's working.
We
I don't know.
We don't even know if it's recording, huh?
Can't tell. Oh, it's recording. Yeah, we're good there. But
Okay.
I mean, we're fine.
But it's not
just the
being
people-
broadcast?
It's just the people that like to listen to us live.
Have them refresh.
Whether they
Refresh.
just to give us time.
No, have them
You
refresh
have to-
it and see
you
if
have to reboot your neighbor's computer.
Uh-huh.
Just go over to your neighbor's house, reboot their computer. Do you see the FBI asked everyone in the world to please reboot their modems?
No, I didn't see
I
that.
didn't see it.
I'm not on the email from the FBI.
That's too bad.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, how about that? Okay. Is that better? I see the problem.
It
It's
was
this little
you.
doohickey right here. All right, problem solved, maybe. Okay.
All right. Hopefully, people can hear us now. Let us know if you can. Or can't.
Welcome, Dad Odds. It's Thursday, June 14th.
Let's play some Madison Rising and talk about the Second Amendment March. I'm not hearing much back. I usually get some feedback on my own voice. That's better. And also make sure my mic is up high enough so that when I talk really soft,
Need more snare in my headset.
you need more cowbell
Yeah.
that people can hear.
All right,
my
we're good. Let's move on. From
very
that.
sophisticated and soft talking voice.
Right. Okay.
So there was some kind of meeting in some other country called Singapore.
Yeah.
or
So I mean,
Singapore?
I think everybody knows by now that Trump met in Singapore with Kim Jong-un, the brutal,
Dictator.
excellent leader and lover of his country, Kim Jong-un.
Yeah. Come on. I mean, I hear a lot of people on the left saying, "Oh, how can he meet with this cruel dictator that's killed all these people?" Let's take a little gander at the history and all the photographs of all the presidents that have met with all of the dictators throughout the history of dictating.
And how why would you put the American flag right next to the North Korean flag of a brutal dictator?
Like all the other
That was-
meetings have happened with all the other dictators.
Let's go back, I mean, just a few years, and you can find the same pictures of Obama with Fidel Castro, with the Cuban and the American flags touching.
And Gaddafi and all kinds of brutal dictators throughout history.
It's what we do.
I mean, we have pictures of Roosevelt sitting next to Stalin, for God's sakes.
Well,
Chummy.
oh, okay, but Roosevelt FDR, I
Yeah.
assume you're talking about?
Yeah.
I mean, he was
That one.
praised by Stalin and Hitler and the Nazis.
I don't think he was. No, I don't think he was praised by him.
Absolutely.
Praised by the
go look
progressive
at
Democrats.
Nazis.
Well, I don't. Do you think? Oh, are you talking about during the war?
He idolized
or before
Stalin.
the war?
Well, before.
Okay, good. Because during the war, I don't think Hitler liked Roosevelt too much at all.
No. Jeez.
Stalin.
I don't know.
Stalin wasn't crazy about anybody.
Yeah, I don't know if Hitler ever liked him.
No, I doubt it.
Yeah. He loved Stalin.
He liked Stalin until he wouldn't play ball anymore.
Yeah.
And it was funny because General Patton predicted that. He asked apparently through channels that he wanted to keep marching right into Moscow and take it over right after the end of the war. And he was told to stand down.
Yeah.
Because he says, we're going to have to fight him sooner or later. That SOB is blah, blah, blah. And Patton was dead a few weeks later.
Conspiracy.
Well, it's a tactic of Democrats, right? Because Hillary Clinton and Bill, they've killed 500-600 people now.
Who? The Clintons?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about them. I love them. I love the Clintons. Every Clinton.
He died of a heart attack after being shot in the head from suicide.
The thing is, and it's no surprise, Trump can't win. It doesn't matter what he does.
Right.
He's either going to start World War III,
or he's going to save us from it.
No, I'm saying the left. Either he's starting World War III because he says, Kim Jong-un, I'm going to beat you up,
right?
Or he's chummy with a dictator and he's a horrible person because he tries to be diplomatic with him,
right? And sustain peace.
I mean, it's ridiculous. Did you see some of the videos, though? I mean, it's hilarious because Trump and Kim, do you call him Kim or you call him
Kim is the last name.
Call him
so
Un? Kim?
Kim. It would
Kimmy,
be like Trump and
Kimmy. There's
I don't think you would appreciate Kimmy.
I don't care. There's countless videos of him, of those two, like, interacting, but they can't speak each other's language. So the one, maybe the funniest is when they're walking down a sidewalk and Trump's like pointing at flowers and he's like, pointing at other flowers.
We have flowers too in Korea.
I think that's kind of what was going. Yeah, I think that's kind of what was going on.
Did you see the one where there was a Photoshop of the one liberal that was on his knees crying? That video of the guy in the green jacket.
He said, we don't put him in prison.
He says, you shouldn't put him in prison. Just let him cry there, and they water the lawn.
It's good for the grass.
That's terrible.
Did you see like the ultimate power move where Trump was like, "Hey, come see my ride"? Took him out and showed him the limo.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it's hilarious.
I had a discussion with a coworker about hospitality in host countries and how Trump shouldn't treat people like that. And I said, there's a difference between inviting friends over and want to show them a good time and be nice and trying to have a power play of two alpha males getting together and pissing on each other to show dominance.
What do you mean?
Well, you were talking about power games and stuff. That's politics.
Yeah.
And this person was saying that's a bad tactic. You shouldn't do that.
You know what? I think the reason Donald Trump could do it, and I said this before, is I think it's business.
Well, yeah.
Right? Like business, politics, there's a lot of crap at play, like other people's money and prison and things. But in business, you have to actually make things happen. And you don't always get to use tax money to do things or threaten people with guns like you can in government. So Trump's actually good at what he's doing. I mean, he's actually good at business and negotiating and being chummy with someone even if he doesn't like them to get a deal or whatever it is.
And he's not afraid to make thinly veiled threats either.
Some of his threats are just not veiled at all.
Right.
I mean, he has said, we will kill you if you threaten us again.
Sometimes there's a burqa and sometimes there's no burqa.
Is a burqa a thin veil?
I think so.
I mean, some of them, it depends. I mean, you can get thick ones, I think.
Yeah, well, you can get the kind that has the fly screen on it so the flies don't get in there, get in your teeth. I hate that. When they go swimming at the beach, and the flies they have to swim in those things too. They don't, because after the first few hundred years of having to wear those, and they realized all the women were drowning because they're so heavy and awkward, the women finally learned. Oh, I'm not going
This was a while ago, but you see the woman, her and her groom, they got married or whatever. Thought it'd be cool to jump in the lake, and she had a big old poofy dress, and that didn't work very well because it came up, and I mean she was drowning, or she was going to. So it's similar to what you're saying, I think.
Yeah, it was exactly that. All right. So how do we get from Trump being?
I don't know. What have we?
Well, a lot of people on the left are going, oh boy, I can't talk. I've read some comments where they're saying, "Well, those Democrats really don't know how to play chess or poker," referring to tactics that Trump has used. And
it's true.
The long game and different tactics that they used.
I think it's true. I don't care what you think of Trump. I think it's relatively unanimous, like sort of not very unique thought that Kim Jong-un and North Korea Kim Jong-un is a terrible person, and we should do something about it to keep us safe. Like, not that we should attack them or anything, but Trump is the only president ever to meet with a leader of North Korea. Right? Like, all of these presidents before him since, 48 or whenever it was, none of them have had a meeting with the leader of North Korea.
But Clinton could have.
Clinton could have. He could have. Yep. You know what? I think a lot of them could have. I think maybe
they didn't want to.
Yeah, maybe they didn't
Maybe
want
there
to.
were some other deals going on we're not aware of.
Well, that was something that I heard, was that somebody was like, Obama could have. It was just that Kim Jong-un wasn't in the mood.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know that, Trump's a blurter, a blurter. He just sort of blurt things out and may not really think about what he says or the ramifications.
I love it.
But the Trump quote, and I'm quoting here, says, he's very talented. His ability to take over a situation like he did at 26 years of age and run it and run it tough.
Yeah.
I just read an article where Hitler's last thoughts a few days before the end was that he wasn't tough enough. He was too kind.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well,
And so
Trump didn't say that it was good.
You see, I'm comparing some young man with Hitler. And
I understand what you're saying. Trump didn't say it was good. He said he was talented. I think Adolf Hitler was talented at what he was doing. Absolutely horrible what he was doing
as a person,
but he was talented, right? Like,
he's running it tough.
He was successful in getting people to follow him and like beheading uncles and things.
What you mentioned the video that the White House put together to show Kim. You've seen it?
Yeah, I watched
it. I haven't. So what's a couple of highlights from it? I mean, what was?
So it's basically like a Hollywood movie, very cinematic.
High production value.
Yeah,
pretty high.
It seems like that anyway.
Better than most YouTube videos.
Not as good as the Ed Odd Show on YouTube.
Okay, good.
YouTube.com/Ed Odd Show.
Check us out on Facebook.
Facebook.com/Ed Odd Show or edoddshow.com.
They'll find it.
Okay.
If they want to.
No, they won't. Yeah, if you want to find it, you can find it. It's on the internet.
On computers.
Yes. What was I saying?
The video, high production value, and it was,
so basically it was kind of like a movie trailer with two leaders, and it featured Trump, and more so it featured Kim Jong-un as a leader who had an opportunity in his life, maybe one of the most historic opportunities in the history of the world, to make a decision of which direction to go.
Right.
Could he choose to go down the path of poverty and poor country and famine and horrible economics, or he could choose to go down a path of prosperity and freedom and McDonald's. And he's at a point in his life. And
really, he used McDonald's?
What?
McDonald's is in the video?
No, McDonald's isn't in the video. But
okay.
But they showed like a nice beach with some big buildings,
beautiful
like,
pictures.
I don't know, like a Trump Tower, something like that. And essentially, that's what it was a movie trailer of this man, this leader, that has an opportunity right now to make the decision for his country and for his people to, which path.
Choose the right path.
Yeah.
So Kim wants McDonald's, and Trump showed him inside the Beast. Is that what his limo's called?
So Kim, he really did say, like, as a token of good faith or whatever, he'd like to put an American burger establishment in Pyongyang.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, of course he does. But
Trump said that?
no.
Kim.
He wants a McDonald's.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a joke, but for real.
They have great French fries.
I think he literally wants a McDonald's and a Trump Tower.
Yeah.
He wants that.
Well, but
it's going to be interesting when Trump is like, by the way, Trump organization has made a deal to put the first Trump Tower in North Korea. It's going to be weird, but
they could have a McDonald's in the lobby.
Yeah, exactly.
But then, the some young guy would just say that it's tribute from the U.S. and that it doesn't mean anything. And look at the gifts they gave him. So is the limo called the Beast?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess it is.
Okay.
He didn't get to look very long, but Trump had a Secret Service guy who said, open the door.
There's probably secrets in there you want to show him.
Yeah. Or maybe he did want to show him. Ooh. You know what didn't happen? I didn't see that Trump went to look at Kim Jong-un's car.
Yeah. The toilet was in there.
This is weird, isn't it?
Well,
I mean,
somebody made the claim that all political leaders do that. They never use public bathrooms, and all their waste is handled and disposed.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it at all.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, I don't believe that at all.
I think once you flush it down the toilet, unless you rigged it up that you can catch it, and then you got to determine if it's actually the person of interest or the night janitor.
Yeah. It's just so bizarre, but it's a historic event. And
they would know it's Trump's waste because it would be full of McDonald's burgers and fries.
Oh, that was the other thing. They shared the menu. They showed what the menu that Kim Jong-un and Trump ate during lunch.
Okay,
like they made that public. Like this is what was on the menu.
Oh yeah,
and I don't know what it was, MSNBC, ABC, one of them, they were going crazy. Like, that just dignifies Kim Jong-un that you post the menu, because that's what you do at state dinners, is you show, so you shouldn't tell the public what's on the menu, because that just legitimizes him as a leader.
Okay.
It was really weird.
So
it's just anything.
So the left really doesn't want to solve this problem for whatever reason. They don't want to negotiate.
Because of Trump.
Yeah.
That's it.
Do you think it was Obama doing that they would be...
It would be the opposite.
Kissing his butt?
It would be the opposite. Yeah, it would be the opposite. It's crazy.
I haven't had time, and I don't know if it came out, but there was the Department of Justice's handling...
Oh, the IG report?
Yeah.
It came out. You haven't read it yet?
I haven't read the whole report.
It's like 1,000 pages
it's
or
pretty
something?
long.
I don't know.
A couple of tidbits were talked about, but... Attorney General Sessions said that there would be probably more people fired after it comes out.
I think there were 4 or 5 agents, I think, that have been sent for investigation.
Okay.
Because of, wrongdoings, political bias, basically, is what it is. There were a bunch of text messages from agents saying, complaining about Trump right after the election, and some before, for people that are involved in the investigation, saying, is Trump going to be president? And the agent responding, no, he isn't. We'll stop it. So,
yeah,
an obvious...
I want to address that because that could be taken out of context.
For sure.
Because
for sure.
He was using, a work computer maybe for personal stuff. So the we he might be referring to was his girlfriend at the time.
Or Democrats or whatever.
Right. And I think we won't let that happen. Yeah, meaning the Democrats or the two of them in the discussion. Inappropriate, but probably not as nefarious as it's being portrayed on the right.
It may not be. It's really hard, though, to talk about the FBI being completely neutral when somebody in a huge part of the investigation into Trump, one of the candidates, is sending messages on a work device that are anti-Trump. Right? It's difficult. It
paints
a
good.
Bad picture.
It doesn't look good. But I can tell you that there's probably tons and tons of federal and state workers who have said things on their work computers to friends and family saying the same thing. I hate Trump. We got to get rid of Trump. We're going to go to anti-Trump rallies and stuff. Doesn't mean that the government or their organization that they work for were in cahoots to try to sabotage it in some way, using all the powers of whatever they had at hand to make that happen. You gotta look at the context of what it meant.
Yeah.
As we discussed, it doesn't look good.
And FBI agents and investigators and lawyers, they get to have political opinions too.
Yeah, they can. So, why are the dogs somebody mowing the lawn?
I don't know.
Okay. They just been barking longer than usual.
It's crazy.
I'm wondering, is someone in the house that shouldn't be?
Well, yes.
Maybe you have a burglar.
Oh, I mean, you're here.
Oh, damn it. All right. So, you want to talk more about that or move on to the next thing?
I want to move on.
Okay. Let's go to the IHOP. Remember we talked last week?
You mean IHOB?
IHOB, yeah. And we discussed how we thought it was a ridiculous idea and that it might be a marketing stunt. And it turns out that's exactly what it was.
Mm-hmm.
The B stood for...
Pancakes.
No, it wasn't pancakes.
Oh. Burgers.
They wanted to draw attention that IHOP serves more than pancakes. They do have lunch and dinner. But they're only going to do it for a short while, and they only change like one sign as part of their publicity stunt.
Yeah.
So it's going to go back to IHOP.
I was wondering if they were changing signs, because it would be real easy to just flip the letter over, but you would probably see like the fading from, when because I guess I can't
picture it, didn't you?
No,
it's underneath the little ribbon.
Yeah.
So nothing was covered.
All right. No, I was trying to think of how the sign is on the building. If they're individual letters, if they could just flip one over.
And if they're neon, they might all be
whatever. Yeah.
Connected.
Right. I'm not sure. So I'm two things. One, I'm curious. Well, first, I think it's pretty smart. I mean, they're hacking culture for sure. It's everybody's talking about.
Right. It was well done. Well done. They succeeded.
I said two things. I mean three. Second thing, I wonder if it works because a lot of at least the early feedback that I saw, like on all over social media, was pretty negative.
Yeah.
Like, this is stupid.
Well, they didn't want him to do it. So, but the point was they were talking about.
I mean, when they found out it was burgers, like, that's ridiculous. I want pancakes. Yeah. This is stupid, whatever. Third thing, it's created some really good comebacks from other, like, Burger King changed their Facebook, maybe all their social media, but I saw on Facebook their profile picture to Pancake King instead of Burger King.
Yeah.
And Wendy's saying, we're not really... Someone asked Wendy's, what do you think about them getting in the burger space? And they said, we're not afraid of somebody who thought pancakes was too hard.
Right.
It's hilarious.
So what you're saying is I hopped onto the bandwagon.
Oh, God.
And all of them started doing it.
I think it ended up being better for, like, Whataburger and Wendy's. They had the best comebacks. I think it worked for them better than...
Well, Wendy has a genius team that works on their... Twitter account and their Facebook accounts on their comebacks.
They were pretty much the initial, at least the big ones to jump on that, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, they did a good job. Is that all three then?
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of more fast food.
Oh, this is not fast food. Fast food takes like 7 minutes.
Oh well, yeah, you're right, but it.
I mean, this is America. That is.
I guess it's considered a restaurant, a sit-down restaurant.
Well, you can't sit in the one here near us.
Yeah, it's all.
I mean, you can barely get. It's all like
takeout and delivery
here, and
because you live in a rough neighborhood.
There's no dump.
It's the Strip. Yeah, it's the business loop.
No,
the Domino's.
Domino's.
Yeah,
it's in the gas station.
Oh, what's the one that's in the little strip mall on Business 27 there?
Little Caesars.
Ah, okay, same thing. Yeah, that isn't. It's in a gas station. You're right.
Yeah, and it's not. I mean, it gets robbed once in a while. It's fine.
Yeah, well, it's not a major thoroughfare, so that's bad places, businesses to get robbed at. Good places to. Anyways, Domino's will pay for a pizza. How's that working out? They're paving potholes
with pizza.
They're using actual pizza.
No, they're not using actual pizza. So, it's a pretty good marketing campaign, I think. And shows that private enterprise can fix problems that government won't.
My roads.
You can go to Domino's and you can nominate your area, your city or municipality to have Domino's give some money to fix potholes.
Right.
And they have this really cool thing. You can go on there and pick like how bad your roads are. Are they like mild roads or are they like catastrophically bad? And it shows like they have like a camera inside of a pizza box and it shows the pizza hitting the bumps and how bad your pizza will be screwed up by the time you get home.
That's
really
clever.
good.
Yeah. It's a pretty nice campaign.
You have to. I mean, when you watch it, be ready because when you put it on like catastrophic. I got a little emotional because the pizza was just destroyed.
Yeah, it sticks to the roof of the box.
It was all over, and it
broke
hurt.
your heart.
It hurt. Yeah. It hurt.
Yeah, you and your dogs were watching it, crying.
It hurt.
So
that's cool.
Yeah.
We don't need government to do things. We just need a Domino's.
I think it would be better if they would actually pave it with pizza dough.
I don't know if they're actually doing it, but they have the video. Their promo video shows them fixing a pothole
with a
and then
Domino's
spray painting like the Domino's pizza logo.
That's a great idea
On there.
They get away with that.
I don't know if they're actually doing it or not.
You know, that wouldn't be a bad way to raise money. Advertising on roads.
Yeah.
Everybody be looking down.
It wouldn't work. It would be just like billboards. Billboards don't work anymore either. But yeah, it's not a bad idea. You could
or like school zone where they have the S's are 18 feet long.
Yeah,
it's perspective.
Yeah, I like it.
And you could have pizza, Domino's there.
Then
you get all the stoners. They would see it be in color in 3D, and they think it's a real pizza.
Was Domino's the one that
they'd get out of their car, lay down on the road, and lick it?
Solve two problems.
And then get run over.
Was Domino's, were they the ones that had the pizza insurance, like, not too long ago, where if anything happened to your pizza on the way home, they'd replace it? Was that, I think that was Domino's.
Was that Domino's?
I think it was,
yeah.
They had the...
You got to bring it back.
Yeah,
like
sure.
If you drop it on
in the commercial,
ground.
A tree falls on the guy's car.
Yeah, and he slips and it goes up in the air and comes out of the box. And
yeah. I think that was Domino. So I don't know. They're smart too.
They're trying to, and they don't have pizza in their names anymore. It's just Domino.
That's right.
Because they're branching out
into chicken.
Oh God, no! That's too competitive.
No, I mean that's what they have is wings.
Damn it!
What else?
Everybody's got wings.
Bread, pizza, wings.
You can't
Salad,
cannot get a good cricket and you cannot get a good grasshopper in this town. I think we need to have more insect fast food stores.
You think so? I don't think we do.
Yeah.
This is we got a comment. I've seen this before. The way to fix the road, they just post a sign that says deteriorating. Like they're not going to fix the road. They're just like, this road sucks. Good luck. So just post a sign, and you don't have to ever fix the road.
Oh, Domino's isn't doing that.
No, not
about
government.
Government.
Yeah. No, not Domino's. Sorry, Domino's.
All right. Let's.
Our free pizza's waiting.
Yeah.
Upstairs, by the way.
I wish.
Domino's.com.
So
they were also the first that I know of to have the online pizza tracker, so you could order online and then you could see the status. Yeah. But now, like Hungry Howie's is doing it. Hungry Howie's is better, but
it's a good pizza.
Fine. I mean, their tracker. I like it better. It's fine. Okay, let's move on.
Well, do you want to do a break and do a trivia question?
We have to do both.
We have to.
Wasn't an either or. Yes.
Excuse me. I say this is easy, but I had no idea this was a thing until I was researching, and I should have saved it for March 17th, but I didn't. So, generally, color associated with St. Patrick's Day is
green.
Right, it's green. But originally,
is that the question?
Originally, what was the color that was associated with St. Patrick and St. Patrick's Day?
Oh, wow, don't know.
It's different than green.
Okay, that's a good hint. Narrows it down.
Narrows it down to 1 million other colors.
Yeah. All right, we'll be right back.
Lock it in. And rip the knob off. Red State Talk Radio.
My Parents Open Carry, a pro-gun kids book from White Feather Press. 13-year-old Brenna and her parents spend their day in typical fashion. But what's not so typical is that Brenna's parents lawfully open carry handguns for self-defense. And the Strongs join a growing number of families who are standing up for their Second Amendment right and bringing gun ownership out of the closet. Order your copy of this unique kids book at myparentsopencarry.com.
It's a bumpy ride through the political jungle with Nate and Brian.
Believe me, if I started murdering people, there'd be none of you left.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 877-219-8770 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 877-219-8770 to take your call now. Call 877-219-8770. That's 877-219-8770. Again, 877-219-8770.
Whenever I'm feeling a little down under, I can always count on Nate and Brian for their interesting perspective on topics important to freedom and civil rights by listening to the At Odds Show. Nate and Brian cover important topics with insight, intelligence, and of course humor. I can always expect a laugh or two. So if you want to be informed and have a great time, give these guys a listen.
At Odds.
The At Odds Show with the greatest political talk show hosts in history, Nate and Brian. And it's sad that they actually believe that. So give a listen because the delusional need love too.
Are you looking for some way cool t-shirts? Check out ChugDug.com. They have hundreds of crazy fun t-shirts like gun, patriotic, and you better believe zombie shirts. At ChugDug.com, you'll find quality shirts at a quality price. All shirts start at just $10 with free shipping over $50. Mention Radio 1 coupon code at checkout and grab a cool 10% off. That's ChugDug.com. T-shirts with attitude.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control over your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank account, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problems now by calling the experts at Tax Mediation Services and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. Tax Mediation Services is accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Call now for a free case review and a price protection guaranteed quote.
Call Tax Mediation Services now at 800-755-9290. That's 800-755-9290. 800-755-9290.
Hi, I'm Brian.
And I'm Nate.
If you like the At Odds Show,
and we know you do,
why not order your very own At Odds t-shirt sizes small to 6XL in a cool black color?
So support our show. Check out the great prices at chugdug.com or head over to our website, atoddshow.com, and click the link.
And, unlike listening to our show, you won't be disappointed.
I'm Nate. That's Brian.
Hi, this is Brian. That's Nate. So our trivia question was: St. Patrick's Day was originally associated with what color? What were some of our guesses?
Orange.
Okay, that makes sense.
Green. You said it wasn't green.
It wasn't green, yeah.
White.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We had the best guess here, which was pink hearts, yellow moons, orange stars, and green clovers.
Bing, 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 bing. We have a... No, we don't have a winner.
We don't have a winner, but that's funny.
That was hilariously funny. I liked it. That's it? Just those colors?
That was it.
Yeah. No one said purple?
Nobody said purple.
Well, the color is blue.
Ooh, blue.
Which, if you know anything about Ireland, makes sense.
Because of their red hair.
Because they're the Green Isle.
Yeah.
No, historically they've used blue. It's in their, it's in the flag with the blue background and the gold harp. And the Order of St. Patrick uses a blue ribbon. They say it's almost like a blue-green, so it kind of is funny. But typically, it dates back to the 1780s when it was adopted as the color of the Anglo-Irish Order of St. Patrick's, as I said. It refers to sky blue, but it's often a dark, rich blue. And I think I'm going to start wearing maybe blue ribbons and stuff on St. Patrick's Day.
Instead of green?
In my hair.
That won't stop people. In your hair?
Yeah.
Nice. People will still pinch you.
They will. And they'll say, "Why aren't you wearing green?" And I say, "Listen, I'm wearing the actual original color."
Yeah. So,
you moron. And then I'll sit them down and I'll talk to them for an hour and a half about the history of Ireland and why it's blue.
And they'll really appreciate it.
They will.
People love it when you tell them things.
If I keep buying them green beers, they will. I'll buy them blue beers.
Blue beers.
Yeah. So we talked about June 14th being Flag Day.
Yes, we did.
That day in history in 1777.
Wait, no, June. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So,
by the way, I don't know if you saw, I hung the flag you got me.
Yeah, it looked beautiful.
Thank you for that. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
You needed that.
I didn't know you had a Russian flag, but it looks good.
Well, you got it for me.
Yeah, I did. I didn't think you'd put it up.
Yeah.
All right, and I mean the Soviet USSR.
I know what you mean. I put it up.
One.
I know exactly what it is.
Yeah. That was for the audience.
Neighbors called the police.
Oh, that's good.
That's fine. It's not the first time.
Let's see. Okay, so during the American Revolution, the Continental Congress adopts a resolution stating that the flag of the United States be 13 alternate stripes, red and white, and that the Union be 13 stars with a blue field, representing a new constellation.
Also, St. Patrick's Day.
So that became our national flag. And then, of course, in 1818, more states were being added, and they were adding stripes. You'll see some of those flags between 1777 and 1818, where they have 13 or 14 or 15 or 16 stripes because they were adding stripes to the new states, and they realized at some point
wrong. Yep.
it's going to be black because all the colors will blend together and make one. They said, "Nah, we'll just keep it at 13 and we'll add stars to the field."
Brilliant.
Anyways, first Flag Day observance was held in 1877 on the 100th anniversary. And the first Flag Day, several states continued to observe the anniversary, and it was in 1949 that Congress designated June 14th as Flag Day, as a national day of observance.
Wow.
So your flag's out there on Flag Day. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah.
Wish it was a U.S. flag, but
it's Flag Day.
Can't have everything.
It's Flag Day. It's going to be really cool when they have to add 2 more stars when California splits into 3 states. Because supposedly that's going to be on their ballot to have California, North California, and South California.
I don't have much hearing in here.
I know you don't.
I
can't help you.
I think they'll take a star off when North Korea takes over California. That's what I heard.
Do they have a star on their flag?
Yes. Big white star. And stripes, but more bars up and down, Anyways, they'll put a bear on it now. Golden bears. California.
Democratic People's Republic of California. It can still be DPRK.
Yeah.
Just spell California with a K.
All right. Let's see. Oh, so we're moving off of that?
Yeah, we're done with dominoes.
All right. So I think last week, did we talk about the FBI agent that was
no
the tiny dancer? We didn't talk about last week?
I don't think we did.
We might not have got into it. So it's a week or more old.
Yep.
10 days maybe. Where an FBI agent that was stationed in Washington, D.C. was vacationing in Colorado, and he was partying it up at a club, and apparently he was doing all kinds of dance moves, and he did a backflip.
Yeah.
And his gun came out and landed on the floor. He saw it, kind of panicked, because he very quickly picks it up with his finger in the trigger and fired. And it looks like it, as he's picking it up, it fired and it ricocheted off the floor because it hit a guy like below his knee.
Yeah.
And I heard it was a fairly serious accident, but I think any gunshot wound should be taken seriously.
Sure.
But then we heard nothing about it, right?
Yep.
And I thought, if you and I, Nate, had done that, we would be in jail for at least a few hours.
If you or I tried to do that, we would have never gotten flipped upside down far enough for the gun to come out.
True enough. It would be more, in my case, it would be more just tripping and falling down and breaking a rib.
Right.
And have my gun go sliding
Right,
across.
and when that happened in my driveway, I'm glad you didn't pick the gun up with the trigger.
Yeah. So, I thought, nothing. Every day I kept thinking, are they going to charge him or are they going to let him go? What are they doing?
Yeah.
And finally, just like 2 days ago, maybe, he's going to be charged with 1 count of second-degree assault. They filed the charges before the blood alcohol content was known. They said, we're going to do it now. We can add those charges later if he were intoxicated.
How do they not know?
They have to know. I mean, I'm sure, well, there wasn't a lot of information, but what it sounds like is that the local police sort of whisked him off, and the local FBI supervisor came in and grabbed him and took him. So I don't think they did a breathalyzer test or anything. A lot of witnesses said he was pretty drunk.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see, depending on when they took any kind of fluids for analysis. If it was the next day, it's not going to be very high.
Right.
If it was an hour later, maybe. So I don't know what that's all about. But they said they can file additional charges.
But, I mean, there's relatively clear video evidence that he did shoot somebody.
Yeah, I don't think you can take that
so
and defend that very well.
Whether he was drunk or not. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know what second-degree assault really means.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a misdemeanor or if it sounds like a misdemeanor.
Is second degree, like, is that an accident?
Not unintentional? I don't know.
What is,
I don't know. I guess I should have looked the statute up.
Yeah, maybe done a little research before we
maybe
act like we're experts.
Well, I'm just surprised that he was actually charged. And
I'm not. I will be surprised if anything really comes of it. I mean, he'll probably get, pay some fine and whatever.
Well, do you think it'll go to trial? Or they'll just plead it down to...
that's a good question. Has he been fired?
No, they're investigating internally with the FBI as well.
How long does that take to, what
we can assure you that we investigated ourselves and found nothing wrong.
I saw the video.
Pretty clear.
I'm a big fan of due process.
Right, I suspect...
But, I mean, he dropped his gun and shot someone.
I suspect he'll plea bargain. I don't think anybody would want to take that to trial.
I wouldn't think so.
It's pretty obvious.
I wouldn't think so. Yeah.
That he's responsible for that. So they'll probably plead it down to something lesser. He'll get fined. He won't do any jail time. Mm-hmm. He might lose his job. Certainly not good PR for the FBI at this time. They need all the good PR they can get. Right now, that's a department in chaos.
Yep. It's a bureau.
Yeah, bureau. I'm sorry. Let's see. Is that time right?
Yeah, we've got about 5 minutes left or so.
I got a couple of gun stories.
Oh. Okay. Well, I wanted. Is this a gun story? This Democrat?
Yeah, it's gun related.
I don't know where he's from or.
I don't care. He's apparently not a viable candidate, but he's a Democratic douchebag who is running in some some state, and he was a former Obama employee of some, some position, lowly position. But anyways, he's running for
a House seat.
For a House seat in the state, or federal.
Yep, I think federal.
Okay. Did you see the video?
Yeah, I saw it. It was ridiculous.
Stupid. So he's proposed. He did a campaign ad that basically says, "I'm for gun safety and I'm for school safety, and I think we can use non-deadly techniques in schools, and I propose that we give all the teachers in all the classrooms pepper spray inside a break glass container because pepper spray is so dangerous, and that pepper spray will work just fine. And to prove it, he sprays himself and then shows himself bitching about how this really hurts and this would really stop me from shooting people and I can't even see." And
it might.
It could be, but the point is, you got to get 3 feet away.
You get a lot closer with pepper spray than you do with a gun.
And
that's for sure.
I don't see anybody running towards the gunman to spray him with pepper spray. It's really a dumb idea. I didn't like the guy at all. I didn't like the way he talked. I didn't like the way
I don't know about any of that.
He's
but I mean,
horrible. I just hate him.
His platform's flawed, I think.
And pepper spray won't kill any children by mistake.
Well, we need to keep it locked up
in case it kills somebody
but it
by
won't
mistake.
kill anyone by mistake. So the only good thing about this is that the moron got pepper spray.
Yeah.
I mean, that's great, but jeez, what an idiot. But much like IHOB, we're talking about it.
Yes, we are. All right, a good thing. This was interesting. Where was this?
What?
I don't know where this was. WJXT. We're going to go with a man who robbed a Walmart liquor store, tried to flee in his Ford SUV. However, it didn't start.
Yeah.
So now he's kind of screwed. So he first tries to carjack a guy at knife point. He cuts the guy in his arms and legs. The guy reached in his glove box, pulled out a gun and brandished his weapon. And I guess guy says, "Don't shoot me." And I said, "Get out of here." And so he ran into the passenger seat of a woman's car in a Starbucks drive-thru. Police said the woman got out of her car, grabbed a pistol from her trunk,
it's ridiculous.
pointed it at Hill until he ran off. They found the man inside the bathroom of the Supercuts, where he surrendered.
Jeez.
He said to the police, "The reason I was running and did this was because somebody was after me."
The two people that he tried to steal their car?
I don't know. Or if, they're after me.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, he's obviously crazy, but I mean, this is awesome. What are the chances? Chances are actually pretty high.
Pretty high, more and more. And that's
depending on where this is.
One of the arguments for concealed
But
carry.
I think it's great. Absolutely
carry guns.
great. Now, the woman had to get out and go to her trunk.
I thought it was my wife for a second, because that's how she likes to carry.
I don't think that's something that you should say.
Oh, I'm sorry. She carries it right in her hand all the time.
In her hand, pointing it at everyone that looks at her. Wait, maybe we shouldn't say that either.
Don't drive by her. Anyways, it was interesting because he was being held on bond, and the bond number was $91,512. You can't round it, make $91.50 or $92.
Yeah,
they must use a formula of some kind.
Yeah,
I don't know why they would come up with that weird number.
Yeah, that is weird. Usually it's like $10,000 bond or $100,000,
50, 25, whatever.
Maybe there was a negotiation.
Do we have to? Yeah. I don't think he came up with the bond. He's still being held, I think.
Well, how much did he steal from the Walmart? He couldn't pay for it?
Got a bag of...
By the way, I'm confused because this says Walmart liquor store. What does that mean?
Well, some states they would, like Sam's Club in Michigan, they have a section where you go in because of liquor. You go in, you pick it, and you have to pay from a certain cashier.
I've never seen that.
It's the licensing.
Yeah.
It's like a separate business and license, and it's in a confined area that's
it.
defined. And
Got it. It's really exciting.
so that's probably what that was.
All right. Don't forget Second Amendment March on June 20th, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Madison Rising will be there. Mike the Cop, 3 or 4 gubernatorial candidates in Michigan will be there. Some other people will also be there.
Buy raffle tickets.
A raffle ticket for an AR-15.
Plus 2 other prizes, maybe. Second and third place, maybe a fifth place.
Maybe 90th place, probably not.
Probably one. I think Nate's raffling off one of his kids. No?
I don't
No,
think so.
They're adorable.
All right. See you next week.
Bye-bye.